All praise is due to the Most High, family. Let's talk some Thursday night football. So, as y'all know, just a disclaimer, I work overnight. I can't catch all the games live. So I watch the highlights, I look at the box score, and I give y'all my perspective. So, last week's games had me thinking that the Packers might be the best team in the league. I wasn't sure whether I thought their offense was the best unit or the defense was the best unit. I think it's safe to say that that Packers defense might be the best unit in football right now. And look, I get it. I mean, shout out to Jayden Daniels and the Commanders for even putting up, I think they put up 19 points. Like, Jayden Daniels tried his best. But that is a staunch defense, for real. Right? So, I mean, they just pressuring Jayden Daniels, did not allow any type of run game to get established. And because Jordan Love and that offense is so good, I think the defense is better, but Jordan Love and that offense is so good. The Commanders are playing from behind, and so they can't. When you're playing from behind, family, especially against a complimentary football team like the Packers, you have to abandon your game plan. You have to abandon really your balanced attack. And so Jayden Daniels putting up 42 pass attempts, that's not necessarily, now Jayden Daniels is very good, but that's not necessarily a recipe for success, is 40 plus pass attempts. What that means is that your running game is probably not very good. And even if you're getting big plays from your running game, it's not really established enough to make the defense fear, take Ravens week 1, right? Derrick Henry was gashing him. Now, as a defense, you're just as concerned about the run and the pass. And we know we're not talking about the Ravens, but I'm just using that as an example. When you have to respect the run just as much as the pass, that puts the defense in a very tough bind. And so, because the Commanders are playing from behind, the Packers are not really too worried about the run. And the little bit of running they did was not particularly efficient, was not particularly effective, right? So even with the short field, we saw Deebo Samuels and Jayden Daniels are the shining lights on the Commanders as far as the offense. And Deebo Samuels, gave him a short field with a very good kick return. Still, they only left with 3 points. I think it was the first half? They had 3 field goal attempts and then missed one. I mean, the Packers missed one too, but when you're Jayden Daniels and Deebo Samuels, you have to get a touchdown. You have to convert those short fields into TDs. So this was like the score might tell you it was a close game, but it really was not. The Packers were in control the entire time. And I was watching thinking like, man, do the Packers have any weakness? And I mean, not really. The only one I could think of is Jordan Love did maybe struggle with the pressure a little bit from the Commanders D-line. He got to get on those hot routes a little bit better. He got to throw it away. That one, he had one bad sack. that he really didn't even get a chance to make a decision. But I think he'll get better as the season goes on. And they had a pretty balanced attack. I mean, they had their workhorse, Jacobs, 20 plus carries. That's a great look, I think. He didn't go too crazy, but enough that you had to respect it for sure. And Jordan Love, man, I'm more impressed every time I watch him. He's hitting all types of different targets. It seems like he doesn't have a favorite route. Like he doesn't fall in love with the deep ball. He doesn't depend on the short ball. He remains aggressive, and he takes what the defense gives him. And in this case, he did have like a favorite receiver in this game, and then the tight end was killing him. That tight end Kraft, man, he was really doing damage. But so I'm impressed with Jordan Love. Like I said, the only thing I think that, at least the offense, the only weakness really on the offense was they need to handle the pressure up front a little bit better. Maybe you just make sure that Jordan Love focuses on the hot routes. Maybe you get your O-lines blocking, a little bit more on a string. But I think actually that will improve as the season goes. That defense, man. That defense is real. And then Micah Parsons only took it to another level. I don't know how many sacks they actually got. I think they got a few sacks though. I don't know if Micah Parsons got one though. But he was right. He was breathing on Jayden Daniels' neck. So I don't know. I mean, it was a close game by the score, but like I said, the Packers were in full control the whole time. When I think about this game combined with their last game, of course we got to see everybody else's game too on Sunday. But the Packers, to me, are the cream of the crop thus far of the season. They look like the best team to me. The Ravens, the Bills, the Eagles, they all look really good. But I feel like the Eagles should have beat the Cowboys a little bit better, with the penalties and then like that player getting ejected, and then they really didn't score too much in the second half. Like Dallas really brought them down to their level in the second half. And the Bills and Ravens, like they can put up points. That will be a good game. I got to check the schedule and see when the Packers are playing the Ravens or the Bills, because that'll be a real test for the Packers defense. I don't think they'll put up 40 though. That was the thing about those teams. Like offense was a shootout, right? A lot of points, but no, the defense was like almost non-existent in the Ravens-Bills game. The Chiefs, of course, any team with Pat Mahomes is no sleeper, but he needs some help. Pat Mahomes needs some help, man. His receivers were dropping passes. He ain't had no type of running game. Pat Mahomes was your leading rusher. Pat Mahomes is a mobile quarterback, but he is no running quarterback. So, to me, the Packers thus far really have no holes as an offensive unit, as a defensive unit. That's why Jayden Daniels, he did his best. He did not have a bad game. It just was not enough to overcome the Packers, man. The line is putting up pressure. The linebackers are making tackles. The DBs are covering. They're covering. That defense to me feels like a blanket. So let me know what y'all think. Are the Packers the best team in the league? Y'all let me know. Let me know what else y'all disagree with or what y'all agree with, family. Peace and love.